I was trying to figure out what I was gonna say, and life is a gift. We get born and we think we have so much time here, and we may not have so much time here. But when people give you a gift, you don't get to pick out what it looks like. You just have to be thankful that you got it. And Julian's gift was so big, it's so endless, it's so pure. The fact that his gift seems short-lived to us, that's just the gift we were given.
For the 2024 and 2025 school year, things will have a different feel at Kenan High School in Colombia, South Carolina. A multi-talented football player, track runner, and wrestler who is loved by many will sadly not grace the halls for his senior year. What was supposed to be a night of fun for some graduates and other students in the spring of 2024 turned into a night of complete chaos. The date was June 2nd, and a group of young people were said to be at the Rollout Wings Egg Rollin' Things bar and restaurant in the 1400 block of Colonial Life Boulevard. The get-together was said to be a graduation party celebration that went from Saturday night into the early morning hours of Sunday. At around 12:30 a.m., a group of young people allegedly got into a disagreement and a fight broke out. This is when authorities said that at least 50 rounds were shot from multiple guns outside in the parking lot of the Rolling Out Wings, Egg Rolls and Things, sending the group of young people running and trying to escape the fire and save their lives. 16-year-old Julian Keel, who many call Juju, was truly the apple of his parents' eyes. He was born in the world on June 4, 2007, and was his parents' first child. From the tender age of 6, he became active in football with the Capital City Ravens and will continue playing ball until his high school years. He also was said to give his all on everything he did, both on and off the field. Julian was said to be a joy to everyone he came in contact with and was a light to all who knew him. His parents worked very hard to provide a good life for him and his little brother, who looked up to Julian as his hero. His mother, a popular radio personality and DJ in South Carolina for 20 years, said that throughout Julian's entire life, he helped save hers and that Juju was everything she imagined he would be. He had dreams and goals for his future, and by all accounts, he was headed in the right direction. Julian was an amazing young man that many spoke highly of. He was a leader and dedicated to his passions in life. Upon entering high school, he was a 3-sport athlete who attended W.J. Kenan High School and was proud to be a Raider. Julian absolutely loved sports. He was a wide receiver with the Raiders, he ran track, and he was a wrestler. He was also said to be a person that would get the team hype and ready to play. However, it's no wonder that he would be the hype person with a big personality, because his mom was one of the biggest radio personalities out of South Carolina.
Somebody was going to ask you if you had a girlfriend, but you didn't answer your FaceTime. So look who was going to ask you.
Better be hitting that ass, my boy.
Rich jugging out now.
Okay, Julian, now you better rap this part, Julian. You know, Julian, say what? Oh, she's sexy, she's quirky, she from East Atlanta, so she like thinking it's blue. Okay. Well, how you doing? Show me.
In May of 2024, Julian had wrapped up his junior year of high school and was preparing to celebrate his 17th birthday on June 4th. His mother says she had planned the most absolute corniest surprise when he would have walked out of his room on the morning of his birthday. Sadly, that day never came. Just 2 days before Julian was set to turn 17, he was caught in the crossfire of a group of people arguing at a graduation party. What was supposed to be a time of celebration for the young people turned bad very quickly after a fight led to multiple guns being fired. As Julian, an innocent bystander, was trying to leave and get to safety, He was struck in the chest by one of the over 50 bullets fired in the Rolling Out Wings Egg Rolling Things parking lot. He was transported to a local hospital where he later passed away from his injuries. The Colombia Police Department is asking the public for help in locating the suspect or suspects and gathering information about the incident. Anyone who attended the event, took pictures or videos at the party during the fight, shooting, or aftermath is urged to submit information to investigators. Information can be kept anonymous and will strictly be used for law enforcement purposes. Please, if you know something, say something. This is not a game of Grand Theft Auto. You can't just renew a person. You can't get a new person, and you can't bring someone back to life. People need to realize, especially these young people, when you take a life, there is no coming back. It is ridiculous that a lot of young people are losing their lives over petty arguments and senseless things. A gun should not be your go-to to solve an issue. This young boy had his whole life ahead of him.
Columbia Police Chief Skip Holbrook visibly upset today as they investigate what he calls another senseless of an innocent teenager because kids are carrying guns.
Just really, strikes a chord with me. And maybe it's, being a father and just seeing, how much he had to live for.
Police say there was a graduation party at a wing restaurant off Colonial Life Boulevard on Saturday night. When the restaurant closed, the teens moved into the parking lot. Police say 16-year-old Julian and his friends were trying to leave and were not involved in the fight, but was caught in the middle of gunfire.
So many people spoke so highly of him at his service, and his unaliving left a big hole in the heart of his family and community as a whole.
And I'm not angry. I don't want anybody to think I'm angry. But when I think about how proud I am of him, so much joy comes over me. And, the young man changed my life. He changed my life. He made me a father. And then, AJ, Julian was his superhero.
It's okay. It's all right.
I knock on his door because I used to wake him up. Sometimes I leave earlier, and then Adrian would take him to work. I'm at the school. I'm sorry. I knocked on his door. He didn't answer.
It's all right.
But I want to be real because I want y'all to feel something. First of all, to these young people, I need y'all to understand that it is hard for me to drink anything cold anymore because the last time my lips touched my baby's face, he was so cold. But his spirit is on fire. And if you know who his mama is, you know what that means. When I started doing the Word of the Day a couple of years ago, one of the things I talked to Julian about was staying on the P's of life. You pray for the position. You pray for the pivot. You never look at anything as if it's a roadblock. You have to look at it like it's a speed bump. I said, you got to pray for the peace. And I'm in the moment right now, all of us, where we got to pray for peace. And as you pray for the peace, you get to something called power. And the power that my baby is giving us right now is the biggest power we could ever get. I had no idea how I was going to stand up here and not have tears rolling down my face. I have screamed. I have ransacked my house. I have thrown things. I have punched walls. And none of them can bring my baby back. So to y'all young people, listen to what I'm telling you. I don't want y'all's mamas and daddies to feel this type of pain. Conflict ain't the answer. Because I don't want anybody else sitting on that front pew.
The strength that his mother displayed is a peace that only the Lord can give. And she also took to her social media after the service to say 40 young people gave their lives to Christ. She went on to say that it was beautiful to see in such a dark moment, and it truly is. I just pray for healing for the family and loved ones. It was hard hearing his father say, I went to knock on his door, and there was no answer. He was a baby, 2 days away from 17. His life was snatched from him for a senseless crime. Since his mother had been in radio for so long, she is joining the Red Bull and Coffee on KISS 103.1 on June 15, 2024, at 8 a.m. to have a discussion with community leaders about justice and action being taken in the community. I truly pray that his mother's voice is heard and that she gets the justice she deserves for Julian, who should still be alive today. My heartfelt thoughts are with all who knew and loved Julian, and I pray that justice for him be served sooner than later. So please don't forget to comment your thoughts and prayers for this family in their difficult time, and hit that like button and share to make your people aware. And as always, remember to stay woke. Things change quickly.